Hello, hello. It is Coach Darcy here on this beautiful day. I'm going to actually switch this over here. I'm going to change my layout. I am using this new system that we have on my own. And so bear with me. I'm also a little scatterbrained today. So I think I've caught a little bit of I don't know, a cold or something. And it just goes to show you whatever people say, oh, I thought you're a health coach. You don't get sick. Well, listen, we do. The fact is, we do. And it comes down to the point that, you know what? Health coaches get sick because it means that our bodies are doing what they're supposed to do. If your body never got sick, I would start to be concerned about that. But anyway, as you hop on here, say hello. Tell me where you're watching from. I'm streaming from several different areas right now. This is a fantastic way to do all of my sharing and all that sort, so I don't have to go and say, "Oh, just wait a minute while I share to all of my platforms." So if you would share, like, and follow, go over to KM Health Coaching with Coach Darcy. Follow me over there. You'll get these notifications when we go live. I do sporadic lives. I get motivated. I have things to talk about. And so then I'm like, okay, I'm going to go live here. And then also tomorrow, which is Tuesday at 11, we also go live with Coach Monica. So we have conversations we never really know what we're going to talk about, which makes it exciting. So always have to keep up on my know-how and the things that I'm learning about and all that sorts. But I don't know about you guys, but I don't know how many of you men and women out there work at home and then have a so-called mess on your desk at times, and then it's like, what happened? It looked like a tornado hit it. Where you work so hard and diligently, and then you realize that you have multiple different projects on your desk, and that's what's happening right here. I've got Christmas projects happening, as well as coaching projects happening, as well as the other coaching stuff, and then all of my books. And I also now have tissues on my desk. So it's a minor thing. I have this is you're gonna I don't know. You might get a kick out of this. I don't know. But I take a lot of vitamins. I do. And I caught myself off guard the past few days. Hence why I think why that somebody whoever may have had a cold or something, it slipped to me. I don't know. It could have there's I share mics with people because I always sing at church. So who knows if there was something I caught there. Um, Needless to say, I have my vitamin holder for today. This is like I've already taken about 3 other handfuls of these. But this is the rest of my vitamins. And I'm taking some B12 and D and K. D and K, whatever numbers those are, and a whole bunch of other things that I take every day. Because let's face it, you're like, well, why aren't you just taking a multivitamin? Well, I am taking a vitamin, but I also am taking an immune vitamin and all the other things. And let's face it, our food and what we eat every single day is not giving us the right nutrients that we need. Let's just face it. So we need to have that extra oomph of vitamins. And the next thing I was taking is I have my element, which is my electrolytes. And I put some L-glutamine in there. We're finding that L-glutamine is another vitamin that we are deficient in. But for those, if anybody's like me, where after they eat, they just still don't feel satisfied because their leptin hormone is not getting like pushed. It's the button's not being pushed. Is typical for me. This is a great vitamin here to help you create that leptin button. It's like oil for it. So it turns off when you've eaten and you've been satisfied. It helps. It just makes me feel so good and full, and there's a lot of health benefits for it. So anyway, that's our new like go-to. So I put that in there and I drink it along with my water and I don't taste it. So I only taste my element. But listen, that's not what we're talking about today. I feel like I'm also congested because it's so cold in here. So everything that I've been taking has made me so cold in this building. And I go out because Mark's office is out in the living room area, and I he was on the phone. I'm like, he's got it. He's fine. He's got a jacket on and he's got shoes on, so of course he's not cold. But I'm freezing. I've got slippers on. I had to add a cardigan on, and hopefully I will warm up. And I've got my new uh, what is this essential oil diffuser going on, so it smells like Christmas in here. Thanks to Young Living, that's my new go-to. It smells like Christmas in here. um so again, I have my links up here that is showing my website to, and if at any time during this you are motivated to join, you've got this website that is ready for you. And I'm gonna later talk about the free health assessment. But right now, I'm going to be talking about the topic today about um, coaching. What helps you get to a point to understand if you need a coach or not. And I just want to share some things. I mean, I've got a few years under my belt of coaching. I have coached now for about 4 years. No, I've been living this lifestyle for 4 years, going on to 5 years. Uh, and I have been coaching for three. Helping in the marketing area for a little bit, and then I quickly went over into the macro world, and that's coaching over there. But then I got certified, so I've have a lot of experience with coaching people and seeing their success, seeing the things that are like minded that people struggle with, and um, you know, hand hands down, I've learned that hands off coaching just doesn't work. People they'll typically either save a buck because, coaching isn't necessarily cheap. It's not like the priority when somebody was going to go spend on a nice jacket versus, oh, I'm not going to go get myself a coach and spend that much when I could go get a nice jacket. Or I could, I'm going to Starbucks all the time. I don't have enough money to go and hire somebody to help me how to eat. Um, but it doesn't matter. We have those available and we have people in them, and some people in there are successful. But then there's like another majority that have gone through the hands off coaching where they are meeting with me once a month, where they just purchase our tracking, or they just want to do the program and take the classes by themselves, very hands off. They're not as successful. And here's why. I'm going to explain why. And it's not saying that everybody falls into that category. It just means that maybe there's a lot of people that fall into that category. Um, but and pardon me, because I'm looking at my notes and I figured, girl, you are probably a little scatterbrainy this week. It's a really chaotic week. So you're going to take some notes and you're going to follow them. So this is me following my notes. So things that I wrote down. But when we are looking in hands-off coaching, there's people that go through that may have never attempted to do the ketogenic lifestyle. They may not have ever attempted to do a clean lifestyle such as keto. Then there's paleo. Another one is that's it. Those are the only ones I really support. I think that I think Whole30 is close. I'm not sure. I've never really truly dug deep into the Whole30, so that's just all I know is clean food. That is, fruits and vegetables. I could be wrong. I probably am wrong, but anyway, we're not going down that road. But there's going into a diet. You think that you're just going in for food. You're just needing to learn what are the do's and don'ts, getting a meal plan, fill in the blank. That's what we go into thinking a meal or a health style change is. But truly, a health style change is not just about the food. It is all about balance. It is about the body, mind, and spirit. And I stick to that. We've talked about the body, mind, and spirit um, since we started this, since Coach Monica started this business. But as we keep going on, we've changed some of our mindsets on certain things. Like our newest one is appreciating fasting a little bit more. We know how to handle, how to teach the fasting lifestyle, so it's a little bit more comfortable. Before I didn't like it, and I'm still like I tread lightly on fasting, but looking on down the line, having the body, mind, and spirit balanced together, working not just on your food and what you eat, not just going to the gym and exercising, not just, journaling and then fixing yourself. It's all of those three. I think there's a fourth pillar, and I'm not. I think it's just as similar with that, but I like to make it simple with its body, mind, and spirit. Um, so when you're looking on down the line, and you're thinking, yeah, you know what? I'm getting older. And even if you're not getting older, this doesn't have to just be for old people. Diets don't just have to be for that. And this is not a diet, this is a lifestyle. So I'm going to continue now calling it a lifestyle. So looking on down the road, and you are noticing that you need a change because you don't feel good. Your body is starting to have less energy. Your mind is starting to maybe not be as clear as it used to be. Maybe you just feel like there's more, you're having more depression lately. Maybe you're finding yourself um, going into the perimenopausal, premenopausal, postmenopausal, all of those phases that we women love to go through. Maybe you're going through that. But going down alongside the line here, and you're noticing all these things, all these changes that are happening, you're like, okay, it's time to go on a diet. Because you automatically know that it's probably the foods that you're eating. The scale's weighing a little heavier. Maybe it's weighing a lot heavier. Maybe you've always weighed on the heavier side. There are so many things that factor in to our minds, our ideas of we need to go on a diet. We need to change what we are eating. But it's not just about the food because we've built up over the years so many different um, scenarios of trauma, habits, um, some people even addictions. And Coach Monica has this brand new because she's now certified, and I think there's another word, but she has gone through school for this addictions in food, and so it's amazing. If you go follow her. She's promoting this right now, not promoting, but sharing about what this program is about. You can go get a health assessment with that. I work with people that have not I mean, we all have some sort of addiction to food, because for me, I was 70 pounds heavier and I didn't know how to manage. I was addicted to my habit. And so my habit was very noticeable. My addiction was very noticeable because I couldn't hide it. It was, on the outside. Um, but we all go through different seasons. And I thought that uh, it was just going to be about changing what I ate and how I was going to eat better. And then I was going to be skinny and I was going to feel good. That happened up front. But then on my journey, I didn't work on the mental side of things. I did not think that I had an emotional eating problem. I did not think that I had a food problem at all until I hit another season. And I was like, oh, in fact, I do have a problem. I do have an emotional eating problem. Excuse me. Sorry, I had way too many vitamins all at once, and they were just starting to creep themselves back up with a burp. Anyway, everything that you guys wanted to know. Hey, we're real here. So anyway, we go through those different seasons. So a lot of times what we typically do is we jump on the bandwagon of that new fad diet or that new thing or that new pill or that, that quick and easy, convenient way of living. And let's face it, that word convenience, well, heck, if I could have lasered the fat off, lasered my wrongdoings off of my body, I would have felt like that would have fixed everything because it was convenient. We talk about lately about the diet pills, the diet shots, all those things that are happening right now because it's easy. It's instant. People see instant results. It doesn't matter if they're gonna be on the toilet or having stomach aches every single day. They're living in misery, but heck, they're losing the weight, so it doesn't matter, right? What if I told you that there's a way of losing the weight if you're wanting to lose weight, if you're just wanting to get healthy, because there is such thing as I'm thinking that it is a skinny fat. That's what it is. It's not like somebody who looks very thin and it weighs light, but their organs are covered in fat. That is fatty organs. So that is where the fat's being stored, is around the organs. That's not healthy. So they might look healthy because they exercise, but they eat whatever they want. But there is that, and this is science. I'm not just saying this person's fat. Sorry. It is more of the fact that our fat doesn't know where to go, so our body's going to store it somewhere. And for some people that can metabolize their food really well, will then store it around the organs. So there's so many different scenarios. I'm going to go with scenarios. I said scenarios the first time, but I'm going to go with scenarios. We are all in a different place. We all have different needs. The fact is we need to build our foundation, and that foundation is clean eating. I don't want to go down the rabbit hole, but just the fact of it's taken us probably, I'm going to say, about 50 some years to go from most people. There was hardly anyone that was overweight, but there was a small percentage. There was not, the word obesity was not a common thing in the early, maybe 50s and 40s. But once convenience started to enter the world where, women did not have to bake that cake at home or make homemade meals, there was things that was a box cake that was really convenient. That was the start of it. And they were realizing that, oh, this box cake is, going bad too quickly and going stale. So now we're going to add a bunch of preservatives and crap in it to be able to make it shelf stable. There's the word convenience again. Those things are not good for our bodies. Our bodies were not meant to have those in them. And that is that's the result of what happens, is that now our body is not able to process these things. So when your body can't process something, it's going to store it as fat. Another idea of that is estrogen mimickers. We create way too much estrogen from drinking from plastic bottles, for the products that we are putting on our face and our skin for makeup. Those are called estrogen mimickers. So when those things that look like estrogen and your body's producing too much of estrogen, it's going to store it as fat. So science. I like science. I like some science. I don't like all of it. So in saying all of this, maybe you have a question. Maybe your question is, so what does a coach even do? What is the purpose of a coach? You say that the self-driven stuff is not easy. And I forgot to mention, backing up a little bit, is that when we do self-driven things, we tend to fall off the wagon. Hold on, let me double quote that. Fall off the wagon way too quick because we don't have accountability. We don't have somebody checking in on us. We don't have somebody saying, "Hey, was that a good choice that you made?" You don't have that. So, again, what does a coach do for you? Having a coach week to week, one on one, it's not a counselor. It's just somebody helping you think outside the box for some things when you think of the mental side. When you are wanting to, and I don't have a good example right now. So like, uh, having a journal. This coach right here, this coach right here is going to encourage you to journal because emotions like to control a lot. They're really controlling. Um, Situations that we feel, what happens if we don't journal is that we are just keeping them trapped into our heads. So, what a coach is going to help you do is encourage you to, journal. Do some things that are going to help you manage those emotions, manage the stress in your life, manage those things that cause you to feel anxious and depressed and overwhelmed and have all those emotions. Emotions are great. I tell my boys this. They like to cry a lot. And I said, cool. Emotions are great. And I think it's very important for us to be able to cry when we are feeling a certain way. So, a way that makes us want to cry. So, you cry it out. And then once that's out, then you move on. You get yourself back up and say, okay, I can do this. You get ready to challenge yourself again. Get yourself to be able to look at the situation in a little bit differently as well. I'm also a certified. I don't know if you. I don't know if I could say master certified life coach. That means nothing. It means something, but like I went through getting certified for life coaching, so I use a lot of tools with my clients to help them in situations that are really challenging. Um, so when I'm talking about what does a coach help you do, I'm going to skip down to um, down here. Um, it's basically helping you sort out things in your life. So sorting out the things that make you emotional, sorting out situational things, real life stuff. We get down, figure out like, okay, this is your lifestyle. How can we stop fighting against the grain of chaos and going with it, managing that chaos like a boss? And I don't know what my note right down here was, but we are basically teaching you these tools to use alongside of eating a healthy lifestyle. We have our foundation of keto. We have that foundation of, you know, being able to have a safety net to go to when we are eating foods, when we are losing weight. We have that safety net. We always go to clean keto. We have a lot of other tools that I can tell you about. Like we teach different tools like fasting. Sometimes, we have some clients that have gone carnivore. We have some clients that have gone paleo for a little bit because it doesn't last very long. But we have so many different tools to use to keep things interesting, but in a healthy way. Um, let's see. We teach bio individuality. That was really challenging right there because we are not all the same. We like to get put into a box that says this is how you do this diet and you're all going to fit in here and do it the same exact way. But listen, that's not how it works. We should not be shoved in to this box. We can have a foundation. Like I said, we can have the foundation. We know the idea behind what is healthy. We have that safety net. But then we also have things like hormones. Not everybody's hormones are going to be doing the same thing. Also coming down to Intolerances. Some people are not all going to be able to eat dairy. There might be those intolerances, and that's fine. So, what we do as coaches is we like to help you troubleshoot. When you're struggling, when you need to figure out what your body is doing, we like to troubleshoot. We go into your macros, we help you figure out, okay, well, you've been eating too much of, fill in the blank. Maybe if you cut back on it or take it out for a little bit and eliminate it, see what your body does. We really want you to focus on what your body is doing. We want you to understand how you work and what your body does specifically during the day. If something feels off, that might be your body telling you something is not right. Or maybe you're having too much dairy and you're constipated now. So all of those things kind of like equal and they line up together. So there's that. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna quickly show this fun little video just because I want to test drive what videos do on here. But bear with me as it's a very short video, so hang tight. So I love that video. I don't know if you even heard the music. I think music behind those videos just kind of amp it up a little bit. But I have my free health assessment. I'm going to put that in the chat right here. But you can go and make a free health assessment with me and figure things out for yourself. Not figure things out for yourself, but I will help you figure things out so you know what you need. That's more so what I was talking about. Oh goodness, I'm going to go on a downhill spiral. So I'm going to sum things up here. So we have what coaches can help you with is the accountability, troubleshooting, being able to. My biggest one is hopefully challenge you, hopefully challenge you to only improve what your body needs. So if it means challenging yourself to get to the gym more often, maybe it's challenging you to try something new to help with your gut issues. If you have PCOS, challenge you to get rid of certain things in your lifestyle that will help you reverse that. So there's so many different things that a coach will provide services for, and the biggest one is to be able to teach you how to live this lifestyle on your own. So we love to be able to fire our clients. So that fire means more so graduate our clients so that they can have that foundation, know how to do this on their own, and be able to always live this lifestyle and not necessarily have to have a coach or an influencer anymore. That they are going to be strong enough and knowledgeable enough to be able to live this lifestyle on their own. So I think that was more so. I tried to do the note thing, and here I am rambling on, and I should have stuck to my notes, and here I am like going all over my board here. It is what it is. But hey, 2024 is just around the corner. Don't wait till January to get signed up. My spots are going to they're actually filling up for January. People are grabbing their spots because they're getting this year 2023 prices. So if you want to get the 2023 pricing for coaching one-on-one, we have so many different programs for you to be able to sign up for. My newest favorite one is the ageless keto that we have. Um, it is going to help you if you are unbalanced in the hormone department, which is probably the majority of women out there of some sort, between PCOS, a major PMS, postmenopausal, premenopausal. Even if you have had all that stuff and are menopausal and then postmenopausal, this program is so much for you. I'm just going to lay that out there, heavy as fog, to just tell you that you need this. I have seen a huge lifestyle or I've seen a huge change in my personal self since following this program. And it is just a game changer. But we also, for you guys out there, don't think that this isn't for you, because we have this available for you. I have a lot of men clients that have gone through this program. I have some in the program right now that they are just amazing. They're doing the things, they're trusting the process, they're reversing their ailments. They're just getting, just being a healthier them, seeing a them that they've not ever maybe seen for either their whole life or maybe for a really long time. So that would just be a good one-on-one coaching. I always am going to push my 3-month coaching because I think it is most successful. People are going to, I'm able to get to know you, how you work, how your body works, what you like to eat. And so then we can troubleshoot from there, and then, hit all of those seasons that you're going to be going through. And we'll do that together. That is my favorite. And it's a really hard thing because when I get to know my clients and they are going through, and I've had them for a while, and then they actually graduate, then I'm like, oh, are you sure you're okay to go on your own? And then they are. So and then it makes me sad, but that's exciting for them because they have a new whole healthy lifestyle that they're excited about and ready to be like big and be bold. So that is all I have for you today. Catch us tomorrow at 11 o'clock for Coach's Corner. I have no idea what we'll be talking about. Hopefully my vitamins will kick in, and I feel like they are. I like to take this Chinese herbal stuff called Clear Lung, and it is my ultimate go-to. Like, I love to go natural with my vitamins and medicine and all that sort. And this is like the one that kicks it in the butt real quick. It helps my little guy that has bad allergies, and when it's allergy season, I just give him one of those tablets, and he is a rock star. He's all good. So between that, and I give him a one that has a Q. It's a vitamin for Q, and that's for their immune system. But anyway, if any of you are out there that are sick and not feeling well, then by golly, go get some of that Clear Lung. It's amazing. And again, I'm not a doctor, and I don't play one on the internet. So make sure that you are checking in with your health physician to see if it is something that you're okay with, or you just do what you want and don't listen to anybody. So anyway, I hope you all have a fantastic day. I'm going to put this one more video up there, but I will see you on the flip side.